I have to hold this, don't I?
Yeah.
Well, I suppose I shouldn't tell you this, but Diego and I have been friends now for 2 years, and we've been very close during that time, as he will tell you. In fact, we like each other so much that just before the dean announced us to speak, we decided as a gesture of friendship to change speeches, so he just gave mine. And I'm now going to give his, so I hope you enjoy his as much as you enjoyed mine. I want to begin by adding my congratulations to those that you've already received. Your accomplishment has been a tremendously important accomplishment, not just for you and for the law school, but for the society and the people you will help in the future. You've done it because of your hard work, your dedication, and your diligence. As I think Diego let you know, you have chosen a wonderful profession. We are a helping profession. You will spend the next 40 to 50 years of your life helping people whose lives have been broken. They will have been injured by the acts of other people. They will have been arrested and charged with crimes. They will have made bad business decisions, and some of them will be in broken marriages, and you will be able to help them. But there is another obligation which you have chosen to shoulder, and some people would say that is almost as important, and that is defending the Constitution. That written document that unites us as one people and that attempts to limit the power of those we select to govern us. But the Constitution is not a self-executing document. It requires eternal vigilance, especially by members of the bar. Because you know, from having studied common law, that there have been numerous instances in our past where our governors have attempted to restrict our rights. And it's been the bar that has fought back against that. And unfortunately, there have been rare instances where our Supreme Court justices have chosen to ignore the words of the Constitution and the intent of the founders to legitimately arrive at decisions that they desired as far as their outcomes. Now, more recently, you have seen and lived under, we all have, what can happen when governments at all levels try to spread fear and panic among us and use that fear to close schools and businesses and churches, and in some states, even restrict the right to travel of their citizens and to leave the state, much like the Soviet Union used to do. I'm sad to say that the organized bar in those instances was not only ineffective, it was absent without leave. And in some instances, it actually helped the governments to restrict our rights. I am optimistic that you, the graduates of this class, will do much better than we have done as far as protecting our liberties. Let me share with you some words that have inspired me for the last a little bit more than 50 years, actually. I've drawn my inspiration from words that are carved in stone on the quadrangle of the University of Michigan Law School. Upon the bar depends the continuity of the Constitution and the perpetuity of the Republic itself. That same observation was made almost 200 years ago by a young French lawyer, not much older, and the perpetuity of the Republic itself. That same observation was made almost 200 years ago by a young French lawyer, not much older than you, who came to America to study what was it that made us special. What was it that permitted us to maintain a Republican form of government and our liberties when no one else had been able to do it. And after spending almost a year here, Alexis de Tocqueville came to this conclusion. What made us special, what made us different, what permitted us to preserve our republic and our rights was the bar. It was the judiciary. the lawyers and the judges who would push back against government attempts to restrict our liberties. That is your task now. You now take over. Now, no graduation speech, I suppose, would be complete without a few maxims. So permit me to offer these three. 1, always tell the truth. You don't always have to speak. But when you do, people should be able to rely on your word. Number 2, be willing to be fired or to quit every day. Whether in private practice or working for a government agency, you must be willing to stand up for your principles. And if you are willing to quit or be fired, you will feel free to exercise independent judgment and to not let others be in a position to make moral decisions for you. And the third maxim is live by the golden rule. Every society throughout recorded history, whether in this continent or any continent, any religion, always has a version of the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated. You will find that your life is simpler, more pleasant, and your law practice will be more satisfying if you treat others the way you want them to treat you. So, always tell the truth. Be prepared to quit or resign, and follow the golden rule. If those 3 rules are too many, I offer you 1 rule as a substitute. Remember this 1 rule. Before you undertake any action, ask yourself this question. If the whole world, especially the people you love and respect, and the people you want to love you and respect you, knew what you were about to do, would you be proud? Would they be proud? On behalf of myself and my colleagues, we are proud of you and all that you have accomplished. And we are more proud still of what we know that you can and will accomplish. Permit me to close with these words from an Irish blessing. May the road rise up to meet you. May the wind be always at your back. May the sun shine warm upon your face. The rains fall soft upon your fields. And may God hold you in the palm of his hand.